Hey everyone, I love the fact that we can now do higher resolution streams. We can now stream at 1020 or 1060, something like that. 1080, I think actually. Whatever. We can do better streams. How y'all doing? It's Levi, Member Solutions, over on Film Support.
Best cheeses ever.
I just wish the celery that we got from the food pantry didn't be bad. Like, I was actually looking forward to that. I opened it up and it was rotten. I was like, damn it, no.
Cheese it?
I don't have a little bowl for them right now. I'm trying to clean my desk. I need to clean a little bit so I can possibly record a little bit. Are we not, am I not seeing comments here? What's going on here? Oh, there they are. They're flushing in now. That was weird. Any luck with the house hunt? Really? It's so exhausting. Like we went and looked at 5 different places, and it's actually what led me to my newest update because we found plenty of places, and then what we do is we go and look at them and like, okay, this looks okay, this doesn't look okay, this is off the list, this is not on the list, right? So hi Zena, yes, I'm here. I also have picked up a package today. But I just showed that on live stream, but it's my PO box, so I don't think that's an issue. And problem I have with a lot of the houses is like what we do is we go look at them, and then I look up who owns them. I look up the company. I look up the reviews of the company, and the way that works, pretty easy. I look at the worst review first, and then I look up every review afterwards that I can, depending on how many there are. So this is from Robert. He sent villain support logo of his own design. Look at that. It's pretty nifty. And I think I'll have one of my kiddos color it in. I just don't have the time to color it in myself right now, nor the space. Currently, I need to like clean a lot of things. So I'll probably have one of my kiddos color it in, and then we'll hang it up. That way it can be like a joint. I needed a new trash bag. I said bring a new one up. Yeah, I needed a new one so I can keep cleaning my desk. The logo does look cool. Chris has already got another logo in mind though, and that's the one we're working on. Huh? No. I'm not gonna share it yet. You mean that one?
Yes.
Oh, grab it. You can grab it. It's right there. You can look at it. I told you can color it. It's inside. It's just a single piece of paper. Yeah, pretty cool.
I like the letters.
Mm-hmm. I like the letters a lot too. I do. I look forward to seeing it. The fandom logo colored. We do have a new command, by the way. House Hunters Utah. Yeah. But yeah, look them up. And one of the people, like the house that we saw, that we were like, oh my god, this would work. They owned another. They had 2 other properties that we looked at. Neither property was in really great condition. One of them was like had obvious water damage that hadn't been fixed yet and everything. And so when I looked at the reviews, that particular property that had water damage was brought up, and the guy's getting sued, and he has stolen money from tenants and stuff like that. And it's like, how are these people still in business when you have all this stuff here? And like I do my due diligence. If I see that somebody's getting sued or stuff like that, I'll turn around and I'll look up the lawsuits and everything, because it's usually public knowledge after a while. And it was legitimate. Guys getting sued and everything. I'm like, son of a bitch. And we don't want a slumlord. At least ours tries to fix stuff, even though it's always a guy that they know That's why we're in the situation that we're in. I joined your group, and I'm already in one of your podcasts. No, you're not. What? We don't have a podcast. What? This one? Or do you mean that one? And I can wear it. It's just they don't feel like wearing it. Just open it up. Like, which hat were you meaning? Like, I don't mind wearing it, but I don't feel like wearing it right now. You think the person joined? This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast. This is just me saying hi. How time goes. One of the things we can do real quick is we can do a quick math. I'm going to go over the math way more, but we can do some quick math and at least get a rough estimate more than the 25 that I have. So every time we move a state further, right? Let's pull up a map here. Let me get things set up here. There we go. We're gonna always have your stuff watermarked, people. That's also a good thing. Just grab an educational map real quick. It's just a bunch of for sale stuff instead of giving me a regular map. Whatever. Anyways, we'll use that tab. Move that over here. They have everything set up because I wasn't planning for a lot of this. Okay. Stop doing that. There we go. So, I'm in Utah, right here, right? So we have options to a little bit cheaper. Move to Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Those are not going to be too far out of the stretch. You guys, like, if you're across the pond, you need to realize just how big this is. So this is like 1,000 miles to Colorado. It's not a small distance. Hundreds of thousands of miles across. Well, not hundreds of thousands. This is like 8, 10. I think it's like a. I can actually pull up the actual mileage, can't I? Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want. Does anyone remember the highway map? Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. That's what we want. That's the map we want. Real size state, yeah. Oh, here we go. That's cool. Look at that. Okay. So I am here. I'm in the Ogden area. Right? Right here. Ogden, Layton, that kind of area. You don't recommend California? Salt Lake to Denver is an 8-hour drive, so it can be exhausting, especially when you're trying to move. Should I do a square instead of this circle? Because I keep going out of the circle like because I'll sit here. We gotta get into this. Remember, aren't most European countries about the size of like Utah at the biggest? Yeah. It's only 3,000. It's only 3,000. Is it really only 3,000 from one area to the other? So if we go from California to Cape, so let's say we did Medford, California. Medford, California to Cape Breton. That's technically Canada, I guess. I think I might have gone a little bit too far. Yeah, I went too far. That's the I needed to. I went too far. Let's just say Maine. Part of North America. Okay, just do that. Give me a minute. It's been a while since I've had to travel. It's just not like in my head. It's only 3,000. It is only 3,000 miles. I say only. That's still a very long trip.
I thought from like the top to the bottom.
That's saying 46 hours. But that's not counting like the fact that you get hungry, the fact that you need to rest, the fact that you need to sleep. That is 46 hours of a straight just driving.
Just like the water cruiser.
Yeah. And like you have to take into effect like roads and everything like that.
It's like a week trip.
Length of Texas, Utah is 360. So it's a lot, people. It's a lot. So anytime I go and say, hey, I want to move to Wyoming, I got to figure out, hey, am I moving to Casper, Cheyenne? Am I moving from a different area? And I have to figure that cost of the time it's going to take, how many trips that we have to do. We're going to ideally do it in one trip. Am I like right now we have 2 vehicles and both of them are dying. Both like the van is on its deathbed, but it was bought with the idea of run it till it dies. The car is pretty much dead. Like it needs a new transmission. And it's been needing a new transmission for a while, but the cheapest price I found, which was recently, was still that was like 5,600 and something before tax. After tax, it equals out to 6,000. And that came with a 3-year, 50,000 mile warranty. I called Nissan up. They gave me a new updated quote, $6,000 after taxes with a 3-year unlimited mile warranty. So Nissan is still the cheapest option. And then the 7,000 area is like I have other things that need to be fixed in the car. Like I need to fix its taillight. I need to fix some electrical problems. And that was included into that price of the original one. So shit's expensive. It's probably cheaper to fly, except I can't fly if I'm moving. And you can be like, it's probably cheaper to fly and ship your stuff. It is not. It is not cheap. Yeah, you can't. No. There's plenty of flights, but it is always it's still cheaper to drive to your location than it is to fly. Well, no. If I'm flying from Salt Lake City to Denver, Colorado, it's going to be quicker, and I can probably get it for a couple $100. Here's the thing: that's for one person. One person. I have 4 people. In Texas, I'm not moving to Texas. Texas is not an option. So we are LGBTQ. We have to move to a state that is safe for us, and that's Colorado's kind of there. Depends on what city we live in. Minnesota is like really good. We've looked into it. Washington is a good area. California is virtually unlivable for us. Like, my spouse is from California, so they want to go back, and I'm like, no. That's not gonna happen. Ideally, I want to move closer to North Carolina than I do further. Oregon, yeah. Levi, thank you guys. And I forgot to mention, I have a new command. It's not working on every single social. It's just working on the YouTube. And it's the GoFundMe, so you guys can go click on that if you want. You don't have to. But yeah, so like I have to take into account how much that is going to cost. So let's do this. We're gonna use Zillow. And we are gonna do, let's do Colorado. Let's say we go the cheapest option that we can as far as states go. And we're gonna keep it on for rent. We're gonna go ahead and do a smaller 2-bedroom plus. My maximum that I know that I can afford is a little over 1,600. And that's with the assumption that Ryu is able to keep their job / get another job right away. That's the assumption. Because without that job, that amount goes down dramatically. But for now, we're going to keep it at 1,600. Now, we can include apartments in here. I do have cats, though, so we have to be careful. So, on average, we're looking about the same, but at least more availability. There is much more availability. Huh?
I have one of the bamboo towels.
Yeah. I'm going to need to buy some more of these.
I need the whole thing.
You don't need the whole thing, trust me. I'll give you half. I got a little towels for cleaning my face. I used those a lot last week. We weren't able to take like showers and stuff like that, so I was like scrubbing my body down and getting my arms and stuff like that, cleaning that up, doing what I could to stay clean and not stink. Some of these places. So we're looking about the same as here in Utah. So, but what about the fees? Small dogs, cats allowed. That's nice. Are you gonna tell me base? Okay, so $50 application fee, $500 deposit. That's not bad. The deposit is much smaller. Okay, let's get rid of the apartment so I can actually like get some better idea here. This is a bit on the. Is this a house? What is this? It's an apartment complex. I think this is an actual house. Yeah, it's an actual house. Okay. So we're gonna go back to listen, go down. And I am here, everyone. I am seeing you. Just give me some time. I have to process things. This is a. Oh, there's a Oh, that's why are they hiding them?
Hiding what?
They're hiding the fees. Why are you hiding the fees? Don't hide the fees. I need an estimate on the fees. I didn't know if there's a pet rent. I need to know why is everyone in Colorado hiding all their fees? That's nasty. Ah, see, here we go. There we go. There's somebody that's just outright with it. There's an extra 115 shared utility fee added to rent. This covers water, sewage, and trash. Tenant is responsible for setting up their own gas and electric, whatever cable, blah blah blah. So 115 for water, sewage, and trash. That kind of sucks, but I've seen that before too. $300 deposit for pets, $300 pet rent. So that's an extra $300 there. What is your deposit? Neighborhood cool, electric bill low, besides Senate. Same as month. All right. So that means I need to see if this is accurate. See if that's like average. There's no pets. That's no pets. That's the case. Not every one of them has them. Yeah, see. Sometimes they don't write them in. They write them in here. No more than 2 pets. 335 a month. That seems to be average. 30, 40. Credit score 2 times the amount of rent. 2 times the amount of rent. Oh, income requirement. I thought that was the deposit for a second. It looks like it's probably just the deposit. Okay, so the deposit is essentially rent for a lot of these places. So let's say I find a place for $1,600. And then let's say we find a place that will allow at least a couple of my cats. We'll say 3 for now, because they can't count my emotional supports pets at all, no matter where I move to. Yeah. So we'll say 3. So we'll say on the high end, 350 per deposit per pet. That's the wrong amount. What the hell? Push. 369. Could have done that. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So we're looking at 2650. Oh wait, I didn't do that. It's a 1600. There we go. So we're looking at 4250 right off the bat, minimum. We're saying 1600 would probably. We're going to try to have the pet rent be included in that, so that would lower what place I look at. Otherwise, I'd have to. My monthly payment is a separate thing I've got to figure out. Pet rent separate. It's not $200, so it's a one-time fee. So one-time fee, $4,250 to move in. That is just to obtain the house, and that's not counting like how much it cost. Because you guys got to see some of the shit that Utah pulls. Let's show you this. Let's show you Ogden, Utah real quick. There are a couple places that are really nasty with their fees. Why is it now not showing me all the fees that it used to show? Can it register the fact I'm streaming? Is that what's going on? Can it register that? No pets. $96 flat for so that I have to pay water, sewage, and trash as part of the rent. Some places don't do that. Some places do. It's neither here nor there.
I'm going into the other.
Extra damage, property loss damage, extra $15 per month, $1,200 security deposit. There is a couple places that have. Where is it? Deposit $1,800 here, $250 non-refundable, $10 a month. Each additional adult is an extra $10. This is what gets me. This one right here. This is what I was looking. Tenant benefit package. It's mandatory, by the way. It's an extra $50 a month. They don't just add it to rent and say that your rent's $1,600. No. They say rent's $1,550, but you also have to pay an extra $50 a month, and this includes this maintenance hotline, identity protection, blah blah blah, insurance. Here's the thing: this this tenant benefit package, RPM thing or whatever. It's on a lot of houses recently. I don't know why, but it's on a lot of them. Oh, you can get kicked out is the problem. You'd be breaking your lease. So, and if that was found out that you were breaking your lease, they can kick you out immediately, and then you owe all of that. So I tend to be very, very honest. I'd rather pay an extra per month or whatever it is, find the right place that accepts it, and not have to worry about getting kicked out if the landlord sees a cat that they don't know about. Most landlords are biased against cats. But yeah, no, I haven't had problems with cats recently. There's a lot of places that don't allow dogs, but a lot of like Colorado and here are not having issues with cats. It's either no pets or no dogs recently. Last few years, the hidden fees is how they get everyone. There's a place that's charging a $400 lease fee. Like to sign the lease, you have to pay an additional $400. What? What kind of BS is that? And that's not a part of the deposit. That is like the deposit's separate. I don't know where that's at. I might have actually hidden that, to be honest. I don't know how to unhide it right now. But yeah, there's 15 rentals. If we go to apartments, there's more. There's 72. If we remove the boundary, I draw a new one roughly about here. 165. Makes it a little bit easier. But we're looking anywhere between, that 4,000 number that I showed you guys to about 5,000. Or a little bit more, just to get the house. That's not even to move yet. Moving, if I can do it right, and I've got a little bit of help for that. We're looking at a U-Haul for maybe a couple days. So it's about $40 plus gas. And you usually, if it's not too far away, I'm looking at maybe a couple $100 for that. But then this is the big thing. This is what a lot of people don't count. Moving isn't that simple. It's, hey, I have to take time off of work. Okay, how many days do you need? Okay, you need a couple days. Well, that's an extra couple $100. So we have the 4,300. We'll equal it out. Plus, we're going to say $200 for U-Haul. And this is assuming I move within about a 10-mile radius. $200 for the U-Haul. They usually do a deposit, but that gets refunded. So I'm not too concerned with that. It's a matter of the upfront cost thing. And then, so the $200 should cover the U-Haul and the gas that would go into it. At least hopefully. I usually do 300. We'll say an extra 100. We'll do the 300 for the U-Haul just to cover gas to make sure there's enough, as well as enough days to move. Now, let's say we get done moving within 2 days, but I still need to unpack and I need help unpacking and getting people situated in their rooms. That is going to be, I need another calculator. That's a loss of $360. So I have to cover that. And that's just for my spouse. That's not counting me. Now, let's also take into the fact I'm currently renting this place. My rent currently is really, really cheap. So it's going to cost me a total $5,810 minimum to move somewhere within the vicinity here. That's the bare minimum. So the reason why I said the $8,000 was to give ourselves enough breathing room. And you guys blew that out of the water. But I have a car that's going to cost me at minimum, if we just did just the transmission, $6,000. And I could show you guys that quote. Can I show you that without showing you my email? No, I cannot. I cannot show you that quote right now. But it's going to cost me $6,000. And what was that other amount? 5810 plus 5810. So it's going to cost me $11,000 to be on the safe side. I did not mean to close that out. Whatever. 11,000. Just do that roughly. And to safely move, have breathing room for at least a couple months. Make sure everything's taken care of, kids are taken care of, spouse doesn't lose their job, everything like that. And that gets the car fixed. That's locally. You guys bump that up to, I think there's $20,000 right now. So right now, there's more than enough if I can find a place to move here. That's assuming I don't need a hotel if we get kicked out. Because if the landlord decides that, hey, don't want you here, we get kicked out, we now need to figure out the situation from there. So, but if we move to Colorado, that moving cost is going to go up because my spouse is going to lose their job or at least need a longer amount of time. So they're making 100. With the job market the way it is, probably a month at least added to that 11,000. So we're going to say a month of income minimum loss. That's 13,000. That $300 is not going to cover it because now when you hop states with the U-Haul, it's much, much more expensive. Just say Colorado Springs. Let's say we managed to find a place by the end of the month. And this doesn't count for gas. So we go from $20 a day to $500. And this includes 4 days of use, 687 miles, which is nice. Includes the miles. But we still have to pay for the gas. So now 500 is at the minimum. I am going to need this right here because I have 2 kids, me and my spouse. This is going to move us, and I still have to move the car as well. So it would be tow my car. Let's say we get rid of the van and we just take the car in. Where's the stupid Nissan at? There it is. $770. Tows the car, gets all our shit. Okay. So that 765. So now we add another $570 to the base. That is 600 miles. What's the gas mileage of this thing? What's the gas mileage of the vehicle? What your gas mileage is. Ouch. That sucks. Ha. 10 miles per gallon. Okay. Let's do this. So from Ogden, Utah to Colorado. That's not what. See, we always add miles. We're going to say 780 miles to be on the safe side. Fuel efficiency is 10. Gas prices. What are gas prices right now? I will look. Give me a minute. I'm just hyper focused. Okay. Yes, lived through 20 tornadoes. Woo! About 12 miles. Free entertainment. Doesn't Kansas have Tornado Alley? Plan a few hundred to cover. We need to also cover hotel costs and stuff like that, like breaks. That's right. You were very brave. Very. Come down, Texas. Okay, so that's about the same as here. So that's a good thing. We'll say 350 on the safe side though. Calculate. That's an extra $280. Plus $280. Okay, now I need to calculate in the fact it's going to be it's a 4-day rental. It's a 8-hour trip on average. From what I was just told. We should get there within a single day, but we're going to be stopping for at least 1 or 2 bathrooms and a dinner. So we're looking at, we're not going to be able to get breakfast. Probably going to have to buy breakfast. That's $40. It's pretty expensive breakfast, but it covers breakfast. It'll probably cover lunch because we're probably going to just go and grab $40 in snacks and food. Not going to want to eat anything like that for dinner though. So we're going to cover an extra $80 in regular food. That'll also cover our costs for stopping to take bathroom breaks. So to move to Colorado, the bare minimum would be $14,170. That is the bare minimum. That does not cover us for the next month. If Ryu doesn't get a job, rent's going to be tight. Bills are going to be tight. Still have all the bills to handle, and it would be underneath just my paycheck and have no idea what my paycheck's going to be. So to give us breathing room, rent would be $1,600. Bills, return $1,000. I would need about $2 extra $1,000 for at least 1 more month. That's a bare minimum. So breathing room for a month, $16,000. So we could possibly do it with $16,000. I think we'd be good for in Colorado. That's assuming I can find a place. That's for renting a house too. That might be possible. I'll have to talk to my spouse and we'll have to make sure these numbers are correct. This is very quick estimations. So on a quick estimation, it would be $16,000 to breathe, easy, find a job, move, and take care of things. I think that would be enough. Why am I beeping? Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. I gotta show you guys something. I'm gonna show you guys something. A couple messages for me on Facebook. Oh, I will. I got messages. I've got things that are all kinds of everywhere. Okay. Give me a moment. I got to show you guys something, then I got to look at messages. So we're going to. And that's Colorado Springs. If we move somewhere closer from further distance, it does change things quite a bit. So I got messages to look at, which I'll look at in a second. I want to show you guys something. Warp Soap is having a sale. So if you want to go grab Cinnamimic for $2.50 off per item per bar, quint stack, and you can type in Bang Soap right now, and it'll take you there directly. Sending good vibes to everyone. Thank you so much, Toa. And I didn't see the other stuff. Meat Puppet and Frogcast. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, everyone. I didn't say hi to everyone. Nicholas, Frogcast, Tatali, everyone. Thank you so much. Good luck in my hunt. Yeah. Taxes do not happen on GoFundMe's. I needed to clear this up. I don't know why. It depends on the GoFundMe. But this is what bothers me. I don't know who told you guys this. Donations are not tax deductible, and not taxed income in the United States. Do I have to? Not taxable. If you raise money through a crowdfunding for personal causes, such as to get help on a medical bill or source money for education goals, those are generally considered a gift and thus not taxable, as long as the people who donated did not receive anything as incentive for donating. So I can't give you guys anything. I can't say, hey, if you donate, I'll do this. That's not going to happen. That's it. And I don't have to worry about it with my SSDI because it's the same thing. It's a donation. It's a gift. I do not have to worry about it with my disability. I don't know who said that GoFundMe is taxable. It's not. In the U.S., it's not taxable income. Now, I will still be very careful about that. I'll probably still put some money aside. The whole add a tip issue, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would have given that either way. Dragon Reaper, I don't know. I really don't. And that's for a single month. The more that we get, the more I can breathe, the more I don't have to worry about it. Ideally, I would like 6 months rent in advance just so I can concentrate and breathe. But that's renting. That's if we rent. That's if everything works out. And that does cover the cost of fixing the car. But there's unforeseen things. Like if we have a hospital come up during this, that kind of stuff. Hopefully that's not the case. Or if we have to get out of the house faster and we need to take a hotel stay. If we have to take a hotel stay, that eats into it quite a bit because that's a couple $100 extra. So I'm not 100%. It's one of those things where I have to look at it and kind of go from there. Yeah, pretty much. But hopefully, I'm really hoping that is the case. I'm really hoping that What we receive now will be more than enough. I set the goal for 25,000. We're gonna do some better math. This is really quick estimation based on a couple of things that we've looked at. Now, here's the thing: my spouse has a good enough credit score that we may be able to shoot for buying a house. Now, if we bought a house, that changes the goal post dramatically. And I already talked to a mortgage specialist, so I already know my number that I'm shooting for on housing. It was like 180,000 and below. We're gonna try though. If we buy a house, I would have to have it be a 3-bedroom. It's one thing to deal with a 2-bedroom for a year with plans of moving back out the following year to something larger and better for us. It's another to do something else. And remember, those numbers I was looking at was for mostly 2-bedrooms. I could probably get something like this right here, as long as it's not on lot rent. You can't get approved for something that needs HOA and stuff like that. It has to be on its own property. So it can't be like that. But that does look like there are places here. And that would put the goalpost much further ahead. And I don't want to do that. Like we're trying to rent. If we went for buying a home, we would need a lot more money. We would need like 20,000, I think. I think you can get away with 10,000 as a down payment, but then you're looking at 10,000 for the down payment. You're looking at association fees. Last time we were looking was that. He said this time it was like a percentage. See, I can't do percentage math. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think 20,000 would be the rough estimate to cover the fees and everything that we would need, was what he was saying. And this was assuming we got something under 180K. And that's like bare minimum. I qualify for financial assistance. I qualify for FHA loan. I qualify for a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, you're looking at like needing much more. I don't want to go that route. But it's something I have to talk to my spouse. We have to figure out. We have to see what we qualify for. We have to see what we qualify for moving if we move. And if we move to Minnesota or further away, that cost goes up too. So let's say we move to Minnesota. We'll just go to the U-Haul. They'll give us a rough estimate because we were at 16,000. We'll say 16,000 made us feel comfortable. At least gave us time. We'll say that's not the greatest one, but it'll give us close enough. Oh fuck! So Minnesota, the reason why we would go is because of the protections that it has there. It's honestly not much. I'd have to look at the rent in Minnesota, but I'm going to show you guys the houses there for sale. Watch this. Minnesota. That's a fixer-upper kind of house on the outside. But hey, that's working. You'd be surprised what I'm willing to deal with. And I know how to put sheetrock and stuff up. Boy knows how to do things. And this would be if we could qualify for that, right? But there's places, 4 bedrooms, ready to move in, 110,000. Look at this place. What? 110,000. 140,000, 3-bedroom. Got a little pizza oven outside. What? I don't know what this is about. What's this about? What? That's a big garage. Look at this place. Look how huge this is. 140,000. What? We go to rent. Look at the rent. Look at the rent. 11 rentals. Oh, that's why. $328 rentals. I don't know what fees they're here, but we can assume that they're probably going to be roughly the same. Because I was looking at Minnesota for a while, and most of the fees were roughly the same. Some not so much. No. We can't move to Kansas. Not safe. Sorry. There are states that are completely, yeah. No matter where you go, HOA. Never live in an HOA if you can avoid it. Yeah. Now we would try to avoid an HOA. 2 pets max. Hey, this is funny. They can't charge that. It's illegal to charge a pet fee in Minnesota. We looked it up. It might be rent. It might be a one-time fee. That might be allowed. I didn't see that. I know it's illegal to charge a monthly fee for pets. That was cool to find out. I was like, what? That was interesting. Like they're not supposed. It's against the Minnesota like state law. You're not supposed to charge it. It might be different in the cities though. Like per city might have something that overrides that or something. I don't know. Look at this. That is huge. That is nice. God. It'd be nice to have a house that doesn't watch me. Watch. Oh, I'm not doing it today. Oh, nope, there it goes. If I go like this, if I barely move, you can see how bad the house is still. Most of the time, if I'm sitting like this, I can. Yeah, there it goes. I'm not going too bad today. I must have hit a spot. Because usually we go beep. Yeah, that's not too bad. 3-bedroom, 1 bath. 1915. That's nuts. You did? Oh, right. I need to look at the Facebook messages too. I got Facebook messages too. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Still streaming?
Yeah. Spam. Eggs and spam. Right? That's nuts. So it would be almost easier to buy a house here than it would be to look at this 100,000 3-bedroom. Oh my God. Hey, we can do a 3D tour. Let's do a 3D tour. These are so cool. You ever get a chance to do a 3D tour? What? How big is this house? No, I don't want to take a tour right now. Oh, the floor needs a little bit of cleaning up. Nothing you can't buff out, though. Figure out. Somebody forgot to clean the litter box the day they took pictures. In there. We're just going through somebody's house. I'd like to point out we are just going through somebody's house. Definitely make sure you're safe state. Yeah. Try to find a two bathroom. Makes it easier in the AM to do a one-way rental for U-Haul. Yeah. They're over 1,200 budget. VA Beach, VA Virginia. I don't know if we've moved to Virginia. Look at the neighborhood.
No, Maps.
No, it's not Google Maps. Look at the little house.
There's it.
Look how cute that is. I could get used to doing this on streams, just house hunting and looking in, like somebody give me a random place. I go and look. Are these ferrets? They're ferrets! Oh man, you need to clean that cage. You have to clean ferrets' cages a lot, guys. Don't you guys get ferrets? Don't let them hang out in their poop and everything. They can get really sick. I used to own ferrets. Keep those cages clean. It's not like a litter box. You clean this. You see poop in it, you clean it. It's not a daily thing. It's a multiple times a day thing. They can get sick very easily. Random person who I do not know. I'm sorry, but like I've got to clean your kid. What the heck? Oh, kiddos.
But
They've got kiddos. I would have asked for like this. This feels kind of like invading on somebody's privacy. Sadly, I'm not a fan of that. This is the backyard area. That's pretty cool. The garage.
Daddy, what are them?
What the?
Daddy,
What?
John, in the stream, could the play a game?
I don't know. This is the basement area. We randomly obtained the basement. That's a big basement. Wow. Make my office and where I record down here. Imagine if it's that's funny. Look at the basement area. That's pretty cool. That's a big basement. I love how big basements can get. They couldn't take the pictures that they wanted. You can tell because there's too much stuff in the way. What? What?
What?
Why are you? What's wrong? Why are you having to do your dishes down here? Or is there somebody? Oh, you know what? I bet they have somebody live. Yeah, they made the basement a room, so somebody's living down here. That's why. Well, that feels even more intruding. I've lived like this though. I'll be honest, I have. I've had to live like this before, where you just kind of like take whatever space you can get. I've done that. So I'm not hating on anyone. I want to make this clear. I'm not like I've lived in some very bad situations. You guys came through and made it possible that like we're gonna be okay one way or another. It's just a matter of figuring out like what do we need to do? What's the plan of action? What's the best course to go? I have a very small kitchen. I would hate that. That is so small. Like we have a more open kitchen. I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't if like you take this wall out right here and just extend that. That's more than enough room after that. You just put this, move the pipe in the corner, and give yourself an open kitchen to move around in. That's all that you would need. Like this, you don't need big. You just need moving space. Oh, is that it? Or is there an upstairs? Is there an upstairs? Oh, there's an upstairs. Okay, so we saw the downstairs because we went to that room. Okay. You're not gonna show me the garage, are you? Whoa, somebody's got trophies. Look at that. Somebody's got a lot of trophies.
Daddy,
What's up?
what in this video because I'm just on like trophies. Daddy.
I don't know. I don't think they would. These don't look these look customized.
Huh?
Look at all those keys.
Hey,
No, I'm not gonna mute the mic. No. You are interrupting the stream.
Oh,
You can deal. Like a little town. What happened to the town? Oh, tiny closet. I'm more concerned with what happened to the town. Look at the earthquake that happened. We got a house that fell apart.
damn.
Looks like a dino rampage happened. I think that's what happened. Look at the dinos. We must have had a stampede.
That's extinct. Did they just come back from the dead only to do that?
Maybe, maybe. All right, let's get out of this. That was kind of fun. Godzilla happened. Yeah. Jurassic Town. Kids got told to tidy it up. The ferrets happened. Godzilla. Godzilla came into town. That's the song. Oh, I got that going through my head.
What?
Don't worry about it, kiddo. Look at this place. That's pretty. TARDIS door.
What?
The TARDIS door. We could turn that into the TARDIS door. I would totally do a TARDIS door with
What's
that.
that?
The TARDIS from Doctor Who. Oh no, you know Doctor Who. What? No. Oh, where's my tiny TARDIS? It's okay. It disappears and reappears. I'm not kidding. The tiny TARDIS is one of those things that go floop, 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 floop. I thought I lost it a long time ago, and then it just showed up randomly. And if I ever lose it, period, it was just time for it to go about its way. Hi, Levi. I don't like what you said. Malfoy. I had a albino ferret. I don't remember their names. It was so long ago, and I'm not the one that named them.
I was the one who named them, definitely.
Tiny TARDIS was in the wreckage of that town. That's a big. Why are all these 3 bedrooms here so large? Jeez.
Damn.
There's a basement.
Damn.
This looks good. Like, I feel if we moved to Minnesota, it would be trying to get a house there. Like, I would just straight up try to buy a house. It would be almost better to do that. That's a screen porch. Oh, that's why. So it's got a screen porch. Freaking living room is half of the house.
What?
That's what all those pictures were of the living room, the same area. What are you doing?
I look for that little TARDIS thing.
No, I guarantee you the TARDIS is somewhere on my desk. Or it's behind, fell off behind my desk. The timey-wimey kind of thing. And then you got the dining room, then kitchen, entry. There's a bath, primary bedroom, 2 closets, then a bedroom. Another 2 closets or something. That's a lot of space upstairs. Like, honestly, if you own this house, this is what I'll tell you. You like, this is so this is a closet here, walk-in closet here. You have a walk-in closet here. Depending on how big those closets are.
100 closets long.
They're large enough to go inside. Yeah. So personally, you don't need that big of a closet. You guys don't. You guys use dressers and stuff. I would probably couldn't do it to this bedroom, but you could do it to this bedroom. You could make this bedroom larger by
Wait, do you have a blue one of these?
taking this closet and moving it back.
Daddy.
Give yourself some extra space. You'd still have a relatively large closet too.
You have more of these, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Somewhere. And you could do the same thing to here, and boom, you've got an extra large bedroom right here. You got another almost primary bedroom. And the only problem I see with this is this room right here. This room is the one outline. Then you have a basement. I didn't get to see the basement. No, I didn't get to see the basement, but it looks like you have a big basement too. That's nuts. And that's 150,000. 150,000. That is amazing. That garage looks ready to collapse. Oh yeah, that doesn't.
That a chair. Steer my way across.
Roof looks kind of good. I wonder what the inside looks like. I really do. What are you doing? Go put that back, please. I'm gonna kick you downstairs if you don't behave. I was gonna do some work today too. I just don't know what to do. Not as cool as your dungeon though. But if you guys have questions, we can let's pop out. So right, we were gonna do this 2,200. So if we move to Minnesota, we take that 16,000 number, we add another 2,000 to it. That makes it 18,000. That's for 18,000. No, wait, no. Hold on. Oh, hold on. 16. No, I was wrong. 16,000 because they have to be the 26 or 20 inch one. So we had 500. We have a 700. 35 minus 7. Make sure I'm thinking this right. 28, yeah. So an extra 2,800, yeah. And then show my car. 36. So just safely say an extra $3,000. So that'd be 19,000. That would eat up the entire amount though. There'd be nothing left over. There'd be no. That does include like a small buffer comfort zone, but it's very, very small. And if Ryu couldn't find a job within the couple months, no matter where we lived, it'd be a problem. It would be immediately a problem. And then if you're buying, you're still looking at the like needing 20,000 plus the like nearly 10K or more to move on top of that, plus to fix the car. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. I don't want to do that. That's too much. That's way too much. I couldn't ask for that. I wouldn't even expect the stuff I got. What? Shoot, gotta go. Best of luck with your looking. Yeah, no, we gotta stop. I can show you that. Like we can go back to Utah. By the way, Utah. The difference: 180,000, 330,000. It is unrealistic to try to buy a house in Utah. $26 places. That's it. It's nuts. I think this is an apartment.
Where's 9?
800 square feet. That's not a lot of square footage. Probably make do with that. Equal housing opportunity. Pets allowed with $50 a month. 95 for water, sewage, and trash, plus your own electricity. This When did this become available? When did this become available? Take a look at that. Gotta look them up. Mountain View Apartments. Apartments. Anything wrong with Mountain View? Real estate management. And then we look at reviews. Are you not going to give me reviews? Do not have. There's no reviews for it. There's the reviews for it. 122 Google reviews. The highest review for the 4-year for these guys right here that are the leasing agent of this. This company doesn't care about its tenants. This is the dumpster. Ooh. You guys want some tea?
Me?
No. These guys. This was a month ago. Look at that dumpster. I don't know why that's a problem. That's don't do that. You're not gonna show me the other photos? Ah. I see they took my review down from 2019. Let me warn anyone renting. These are the worst property managers in Utah. I don't know about that. Found a dump on Adams that the stretched out carpet hadn't been painted or updated. Informed me. Installed carpet. Charged a month's rent. They charged. They let. Wow. Extremely cheap business. We found a nice couple that rented their basement but did their management. See, this is the problem we have here is that like there's a bunch of places that have these really shady businesses that don't, all they want to do is they want to make money and they don't want to take care of anything. Then you'll get apartments, basement unit. There's one place that like you share the electricity with the other tenants. And that's really sus because then you can start some bad wars with your neighbors. You use too much electricity. You're not my roommate. Monthly fees. A flat 210. What? It does not ever. And then there's the residence benefit package BS again. And this one's 25 instead of 50. Resident benefits packet, $25. Utilities. Just let me pay my own utilities. Pet rent. Pricing. One-time fees. Why am I paying you $200 to process this? I don't know what the administrative fee, but it's as long as it's no. What? So you have a pet deposit of 100 and you have an administration fee. Just raise the pet deposit. Raise the pet deposit. Deposit of 250. Application fee is $45. This is nuts. It's fee. Fuck you. Wait, what? Okay, so no. One-time animal and administration fee is $100. Pet deposit's $400. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. I'm walking away. That's we're just gonna take a break. What are you doing? Go that way. Go that way. The Church of Latter-day Saints jacking up. Some lords, yeah. And it's constant. We keep running into that. Per pet, that's insane. Right? Eh. I wonder if Tobias, I need you to go downstairs. I really do.
It's not okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I need you to go downstairs, please.
Yeah.
I gotta figure that one out. There we go. John Wick. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good one. Didn't John bury his dog in like his own backyard too? He was too loud at night. Noise complaints. The entire reason they were created was to prevent people. Yeah, no, that's horrible. And that is right. HOAs are horrible. It's nuts. At least we figured out we figured out some things. Don't forget, guys, you can get the soap. You guys need some good soap right now. Quint stack. Stick that up in the corner for now. Died from laughter. Thank you. Thank you so much. In fact, let me. Yeah, all right. It's just not just that. It does. The Cinemamic, we have our own soap, and the turnaround time is actually going to be very, very quick, apparently. This time it's going to be very, very fast. I don't know why I have this here. I gotta show you guys something too that I got from Unique Dice. I think you guys would like this too. Look how cool that is. Unique Dice has a holiday dice, Santa with a dragon for the spin dice. Look at that. Look how cool that is. And then this side, it's got like little dice and stuff like that. They sent it to me. I don't need to make a video or anything. There's just a thank you for the videos I've done on the clock app and stuff. I thought that was so cool. It was so nice to send that to me. Does Villain Sport Shop ship to the UK? Steven, yes. You should have shipping in a lot of places. Alternate, you missed us going over like how expensive everything is to move. We think the 25K goal right now should be enough to give me breathing room and take care of things. And full disclosure, right now, the money that has been deposited has also been moved to a money market account, and it stays there. I don't have access to that account unless I go into the bank. That's the reason why I put it over there. Because the way I do my banking, I have a couple accounts that, unless I walk into the bank, it's inconvenient for me to access. I could do stuff online, but it's very annoying because I have to manually log in. I have to go through an authorization because I have all the authorization stuff turned on. It takes me like 2 to 3 minutes to log in. It takes me a couple minutes to do transfers. It takes me time. And what that allows me, like, do I really need this? Do I really have to do this? Do I really need the money that I set over here? And so that is in a money market account until we use it for the things that it needs to be used for. Make your money work for you. No matter where you get it from, try to make your money work for you. That's what I've learned over the years, and that's what I've been trying to do. So that is what we're doing. That money is going to earn as much interest as it can until it goes poof for moving. That's okay. I honestly did not. I didn't think you guys, and I don't mean like you guys in general. I mean just like I did not think it was going to be successful. I saw the 4,000. I was like, that's awesome. That's amazing. I think that's all I'm going to get. And Chris was like, the day's not over yet, man. And then a couple hours, and I got busy. I got really, really busy. And Chris was like sending me texts, hey, it's at this, hey, it's at this, hey, it's at this. And I had processing issues. You guys blew it up. And that was amazing. Yeah, to tally, I'm live on both. I figured I don't know if this one's going to stay on this channel because a lot of it's dealing with some other stuff. And that's the general. All those messages have been amazing. I was going to read a bunch of comments, but I really do want to try to film something I think you guys would find funny, and I just need to pull it up, and I need to read the messages on Facebook too. I have a couple messages as Villain Support. Somebody was sending me messages through Villain Support. Give me a moment to get that pulled up. Reach out to the Mormon Church with housing options as well as other needs. So the Mormon Church is particular about their stuff. Like, you have to accept the church into your life. It's really weird. I've had to reach out. Like, when we first moved here, we reached out to them. Came across, was really moved. Love to learn more about what you're working on and see if there's any way I can help besides just donating. What you're doing with is really inspiring. I want to make sure more people know about it if you're open to it. Who is this? I think that's a scam. I gotta get logged back into the other area. Sorry. Pizza or Five Guys. I was first to donate. That's a first for me. Just happened at the right time when I could actually donate something. Still, thank you guys. Like I said, helping with revenue. The live is not monetized today because I keep forgetting to do that. But that's okay. I'm not worried about monetizing the live. You guys wish I had a bit of extra. That's okay. Watching the videos, I do have one video that's not monetized, which is the second update. It's not monetized, and the reason why is I didn't feel like putting people through ads for an update. I don't have any control on the shorts, YouTube shorts and whatnot. I can't turn monetization off. Otherwise, it turns off monetization off of all of them. So I can't control that one. But watching the shorts generates income for the channel. And that helps me not worry about my next month's income. So, which is nice. Yeah, it's really culty. It's really, really culty. If you want help from the Mormon Church, you have to bend over backwards in order to get that help. It's really predatory how they handle it. I'm not a fan of it. It's an option. It is. It's an option. It's one of those things where we know it's an option. We don't want to use it, but if we have to, we will. In fact, my original plan was I can get a loan through a payday loan place of nearly like $6,000 to $7,000. It would be on and probably not paying it back very easily, or maybe even at all. There was the intent of just putting myself into so much debt I'd have to file bankruptcy, but at least we would have had a roof over our head. Was essentially the plan of action. It would have sucked. It would have meant that we wouldn't have been moving for God knows how long. We would have had so much trouble finding a place for the next couple of years. It would have hurt tremendously. And you guys came in and were like, nah, we're done seeing you struggle. We're going to help you out a little bit. And then you guys kept saying that. And now it's like, there's the possibility that we could move to a different state. If my math is right, we could probably move all the way to Minnesota and rent something, but the rent there is expensive. But it's a possibility if the math is right. I'll have to talk to Ryu. We have to sit down and do real math on it, not quick math that involves, making sure the cats are taken care of, making sure when we do move, that distance, how many times we have to take a break. There's a lot of other factors with kids, doctors. If we can't get insurance right away, making sure everyone that needs to go to their doctor's visits are all that money's covered. I didn't bring up the doctor's stuff because I have no idea how that would work moving across state, because while my coverage should cover me, there's some stuff that isn't. And if I'm hop state, I don't know if I can still see those doctors virtually or not. So it's a lot. That would be the Mormon Church. One of the stipulations for the Mormon Church in order to get any type of rental assistance, and I do mean any type, whether that's them giving you money, them putting you up, them making sure that you're not homeless, whatever it is, you have to go to the church for however long they tell you. If they tell you you have to spend 8 hours inside the church praying, you have to do that. They will have somebody watch over you. If you need help financially, like with actual money, you also have to work in their storehouse and stuff like that. It is so predatory. And this is if you're not part of the church. Now, if you are already part of the church and you have proven that you've been going, you can get help very easily. And all you have to do is basically keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not part of the church, they are very, very strict with you. And if you have any satanic beliefs or Wicca or anything like that, you're LGBTQI plus, good luck. Good luck. It's moved up to 25K right now. I might move it up to 30,000. I want to do proper math and see, because one of the things, I don't think I have the paperwork here, or do I? I have it in my hand. When I went to go open up the money market, I was blown away by something I didn't calculate. That's a positive. So if I can save enough money in the money market, that could almost pay for my rent, or at least give us some type of extra income wherever we move per month. Because bring up the calculator and share my screen again here, guys. We're gonna go back to here. So right now, there's roughly that, right? There's roughly that in the money market sitting there, safe and secure, set so that we can take care of stuff. This is why I said that this live may not stick around. Interest that is gaining right now is 1.69%. 1.69%, right? So $1.69 of 16,000 is $270. So every month that sits there, every month, that is an extra $270 extra currently. Now I did the math. It gets pretty insane. It gets quite a bit. If we get to the 25,000 range, that's around $500 because the interest rate jumps up to 2.28%. And I had planned to put money. I'm not just going to leave you guys the money in there and not change my life. I had plans. I'll show you that. It's $570 is what it is. $570. Okay. So let's say my original plan was wherever we move to, I'm paying $850 rent right now. If I have 6 months in advance rent, right? What I would do is every month I would add 100 in that. Okay. So like 850 would get deposited into the money market. I'd pay rent. I'd pay the full amount of whatever my rent is. And then I'd put 950. I'd double it. I would do the snowball effect, right? By the time it rolled around, I'd have another 6 months. Based on the 1,600, I budgeted like, hey, the money market would have like 14,000 in it. What I forgot to calculate was every month that there was over a certain amount, it would be gaining this decent amount of interest. It's not like a $1, $2, $14. It's like a couple $100. I didn't calculate that. So if I'm making an extra, let's just say, let's go back down to the like $200 range, an extra $200 a month. In 6 months, that's an extra $1,200. That puts me up at the 15,000 marker. Another 6 months, that's another 1,200. And that's assuming I'm not putting anything extra. I'm just putting my rent in there. It's coming out and it's just flowing in there and it's just staying in there. But I'm not using that extra money, right? You guys could have very well, if things turn out right, I'm not exaggerating, this could very well change my life permanently. It could get me into the position that as long as I'm careful and I'm mindful of how I do things, we could get to the point to where money is not a problem. And then I could start helping other people. I could start repaying the debt. And I know that sounds weird to call it that. I could start repaying people and pass it forward, right? Pay it forward. I loved that movie as a kid. I saw that movie, Pay It Forward, and I just loved the idea of that. Yeah. No, I'm per year, per annual percentage year. This is why you get you don't go to regular banks. You go to credit unions. Credit union. Go to a credit union. Go to a credit union. Open up a money market. You have to keep a minimum. It's a minimum of $2,500 in it. But the base one, the very, very base. Go to your credit union, and this is just the one I'm going through, but most of them are roughly the same. Remember, I used to work for what's called PSCU, and it worked for over 150 different credit unions. And across the board, money markets were the way the rich stayed rich, to be perfectly honest, and people that were doing it. money market accounts are different. You have to keep a minimum amount in them. You can take money out, but you have to keep a minimum in there. 2,500 is the minimum I have to keep in mind. And you will make 1.49% per month. You'll get that paid out per month. Per year, it will equal out to 1.5%. 5 to 9,999. So 5,000 to a dollar below 10,000 is the same. You hit 10,000, it goes up to that 1.69% per month or 1.70% per year. And you do have to pay taxes on this. At the end of the year, you'll get your tax amount and you'll have to pay the taxes on this, and it gets healthy. 25,000 to 49,000, 40,000, 49,999 is 2.28%. That's where it starts getting it, right? That's where it gets really, really large. Your 50,000 marker, I did the math. Your 50,000 marker, 50,000 to 100,000 is paying you about 1,100 a month. Yep, I do have to worry about my number of transactions, which is why I was going to limit it to basically the only thing that happens is you can have as many transactions as you want. Deposits aren't an issue, but in most money markets, you can have like 2 to 3 a month. Some money markets are like per year. You can only have a certain amount. But there's a lot of people who pay their rent or pay a specific bill with their money market account. And that's what I had planned on doing. I was going to put money in and I transfer it. I don't have to pull it out directly. It's a little bit weird. But if you transfer the money to a different account, it doesn't work quite the same. It's really nice. It works out a little bit better. So depending on how I did it, I would have my rent come out. I would have a deposit go in, and that's what would happen. And the reason why is I don't get paid. I don't get paid $1,600, right? I get paid a smaller amount than that, and then I get paid later on in the month. So what would happen is I'd have a chunk here taken out, and I have a chunk here taken out, and that would get funneled in. And then my monthly rent would get paid from the money market. So money would fluctuate in more than it would fluctuate out. Yep. It'd be like I'd have to find out how many times I have to pull out the money, or that I could pull out the money, but that's effectively what it would be. As it stands, it's not telling me if I have limitations on the money market for withdrawals. I'd have to look that up. I'm not concerned about it. I plan on making sure I take out however much I need to get the house. And I will plan for withdrawing a little bit extra just to make sure I'm covered, and the rest will sit there until it needs to, and then I will deposit hopefully more than I take out. Levi, no, I've been surviving paycheck to paycheck, not because I wanted to, but because I didn't have a choice to. I didn't have the extra money, and then on top of that, I put money into stocks, bonds, specific cryptocurrencies that give dividends back, stuff like that. And that's what I was going to do. Was I was going to cash out what little I have left, because things have hit us hard enough. I was going to cash out everything again. I was going to cash out everything I had, which would have sucked for paying taxes. I would have come tax season, that would have hurt. I think I have a total of $1,000 squirreled away. It's not much, and it would take about a week or so to pull it out. But I was going to do that. Plus, I was going to get a loan, and I was going to use whatever was left on the credit cards, which isn't a whole lot. It's like a couple hundred. And we were going to throw ourselves into the fire. We had planned to throw ourselves in the fire and deal with the repercussions. That was the plan. It would have sucked. It would have been starting worse than day one. It was one thing when COVID hit and we lost the ability to move and get a house and stuff like that a few years ago. Like we wanted to leave back in 2019 and we almost did. And COVID happened. My spouse was working a good job, and then they lost that job. And then they got hurt on another job, and then they were hurt for like a year. So all the money that we saved slowly went away as we paid for loans that we could no longer afford. Paid for a car we can no longer afford. That's another thing, another reason why I traded in the car, because it came with a lower payment. And we made it through. I pulled up our bootstraps and I sold every little thing of financial security that I managed to obtain for myself. Because at the time, my stocks were doing really well. My dividends were starting to pay out to the point where they were, smaller stocks I was able to buy if I wanted to, but I was just reinvesting them. I was working myself out of debt. I was working myself out of generational debt. And we were prepared to throw ourselves in the fire and protect our kids by filing for bankruptcy. That's exactly the plan that I had. We're okay. I'm stressed in an entirely different way now. I had to find a place, and I don't know how much time I have. The landlord admitted outright that, yay, I've got until the end of the month because the plumbing thing worked, but they're going to try to sell the house, and they're going to try to look for somebody that wants to buy it. And I don't know what that entails. I don't know if that means they're going to find somebody in the next couple of weeks, and at the end of the month I have to go, or how that goes. And here's the thing: on a month-to-month lease, they could go, "Hey, here's your 15-day notice. Here's your money back." Assuming they give it, if they don't keep it for damages to the house, if they try to pull that. And they could try to come after me for damage to the house that I didn't cause. And that's why you keep documentation. I have documentation. I have recordings of their handymen doing the things. And there's some people who say that I should sue my landlord. I don't know the steps to that. I don't know if my landlord has things underneath the company or himself, and his daughter is taking over all that. I don't know where all that's at. I really don't. So 6 years ago, I was earning just enough to survive, pay rent. Thankfully, I got a much better job, and now I'm overpaid. That's awesome, Steven. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. You don't want to buy this house. I want to make that clear. We do not want to buy this house. Foundation is failing. The electrical is so old it needs to be completely redone. And the person who did do the electrical was, again, one of my landlord's friends. So here's some tea for you. And I don't know how true this is, so take this with a grain of salt. And this is why I'm not sharing names and stuff like this. This is stuff I've heard from the landlord / his son and stuff. He used to be in the mafia. There's a reason why I'm not messing with this guy. I don't know how true it is, but apparently, like a couple of years ago, he drilled some guy's knees for stealing cash that was in his safe. When I said I wasn't safe, I wasn't safe. I've been just dealing with this entire time and paying what bills off I can while dealing with car repairs and stuff like that. Chris has mentioned a few times in the past, do a GoFundMe. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do a GoFundMe for this. We've got this covered. We can take out a loan. We can pay this loan. I don't want to do GoFundMe. I can do this. I didn't want to do it, especially because it wouldn't have fixed the overall situation. That was the main thing. It wasn't going to fix my situation. It was going to be a temporary Band-Aid. This is no longer a temporary Band-Aid. This is I'm going to be homeless. I need help. I broke down. I made it. And you guys are awesome. Every view, like I said, I had somebody mention that they couldn't do anything, and I was like, no. Your view, your like, your share, your comment, your everything. It helps. It pushed it out to people who could. Every single bit, every comment, every like, every view, every willpower of I want to help helped. And now we're where we're at. I have that. I don't want to think about that, Colleen. I'm in his mother's house. There might actually be. Maybe that's why he didn't want the flowers gone. I don't want to think about that. Okay. And again, I don't know how true this stuff is. Would like to point that out. It could be them just saying shit because he said some really messed up shit before. So I don't know. When the plumbing went out the first time, and he should have put us up in a hotel, we had to pay for that out of our own pocket. That's another thing that happened. All the rent went to that, and then some. And then I asked him, I was like, when we couldn't afford it anymore, because we had some help with that. We had some people give us some money to be okay during that time frame. I think one of them might even be in the chat right now. And it was nuts. See, I'm not entirely sure either. It's one of those things where it's like, Brill said some weird shit, but he didn't tell me he was in the mob. I learned it through other people who have known him for a very, very long time. That's the type of person he was. And then whenever because he's really, really old, he would just say some stuff that I'd be like, what? And then, like, he would come back to reality. And I'm like, did I hear something? Is this? Was that something you watched? Was that something like I couldn't tell if it was because of a show he watched, which because sometimes he would just repeat something that he watched on the show, or if it was something like legitimately real. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. Is like I don't think he's going to jail. He's in his, I think, 90s now. And even if I sued him, if it's his company, it'd be one thing. But if it's just him and he owned the thing, I don't know how it works. I really don't. And the idea of taking him to court right now is just, I need to take care of my family. That's what it boils down to. Take care of my family, get out of the situation. Don't look back. But I also don't want to go into a house with another slumlord or somebody with a criminal background that's a landlord that is very much still doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. It's one thing if you're a criminal and you've turned your life around. Good for you. It's another if you're still doing this shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford it, to be honest. It would eat up any money I have. Is that how it works? Like we were curious. We weren't 100%. Like Chris and I, like I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it was like it was his company would pay, but then like if it's just him, is if it's his estate or trust or something like that would pay. I don't know. And like I have proof. I have recordings of the conversation where he said, well, you'll just have to deal with the whole plumbing situation when we didn't have the money to do a hotel for another week. Well, you'll just have to deal. If you need to use the bathroom or take a shower, you can come to my house. And it's like, that's what? And I was like, yeah, if your kids need to take a shower or something, they can come over. And I'm like, no, you are an old bugger with random homeless people sometimes coming into your house, living there. So they're not homeless. He like I said, cheap labor. That's what he did. He did not treat them very nice. And when I say he didn't treat them very nice, I'd like to point out that a handyman should be getting paid per job, like at least $100 or so at minimum. He paid these guys $20 a day to work on like 6 houses. They did not get paid well at all. But yeah. I'm still living here. There is no probate about it. It's I'm still living here. I've dealt with this for years. And I've had to deal with it constantly. I think I have a couple of years afterwards. I mean, I worked out today. I'm stressed. That's not a no, but a hell no. Yeah, no, I broke Eli. Yeah. No, that's such a pull. I want to show you guys though. I was going to show you guys the stuff I was going to work on, and CapCut needed to update. So get CapCut working. Here it is. This one? No, that's not that one. Where's the Kevin McAllister?
Hey, it's Levi.
Where's the Kevin McAllister one? Did it not back up?
Member Solutions.
No. Did I not grab it, maybe? Ah, found it. Aha. Backed up, but I didn't grab it. I did a Kevin McAllister one. I think you guys would like. What is start playing? Play tabletop games and find game masters. Oh, no. I don't want to be a DM anymore. And I would have to set all that up. It would take a lot. And then on top of that, it would be an issue. I also like something like that because that's a goods and service. I'd have to pay taxes on that. So I couldn't do that. But it's okay. Like I said earlier, every view and everything like that, it matters. It helps. It really does. I don't like the amount of work that would go into being a GM too. On top of that, would be a lot. And I get that it would be like you. I get there's some people who'd be like, "Hey, I'll give you this credit. You get paid, and just sit here and chat with me for an hour." It's still considered goods and services. I'd still have to pay tax on it, and it would go against my income limit for SSDI, which we're okay with right now. But I can't afford to lose my health insurance, and I go to a doctor. I go to physical therapy once a week. I go to regular therapy. I was twice a month, but my therapist changed, and I can't find a new therapist, so I'm having to pay for that out of pocket right now. That's an expense I forgot to calculate. Shit. I'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. Fuck. I gotta find out if I can get billed that, or if it's because I give myself and my kids money, so if I have to take it out of my own money per month, I just do that. I'll figure it out. Shit. I'll figure it out. My therapists are really cool. So yeah, to tally. And it's different for SSI and SSDI. So SSDI is much better. There's a lot of people be like, you're gonna get taxed or this or that. I was like, I have SSDI. I don't have to worry about what my spouse makes. I don't have to worry about stocks, bonds, gifts, fundraisers, that kind of stuff. I have to worry about what I personally earn is essentially all. I don't know. It's a good question. I could run a pre-made campaign pretty easily. I've been I was a GM recently with 5e, and it just that experience made it so I was like, I really just don't want to ever be a GM for the most part. And then like I did a co-GM thing for a while, and I was like, eh. Two-Face. Oh yeah, Two-Face. Yeah, yep. I can see that. What? That's still a product. What? Charles, I need you to explain that one a little bit more, because if he's making a drawing, he made a product. According to the federal government, it's the federal government, mind you, any piece of art is considered a product because it comes with copyright and stuff like that. So he's making a product. How is it not a product? How is he getting away with that? That's what I need more information. There's something lacking that we're not. Something's not clicking in my head for that. Yeah. Yeah, Terrence. I know like the like the 8,000 that I originally set the goal to, that was the bare minimum with a little bit of breathing room. It was like, this will work. It didn't count getting the car fixed. It, Ryu, it honestly didn't count Ryu taking time off of work. The $8,000 did not actually count Ryu taking time off work. It was me essentially not working, or me working with whatever I could work with. We would have moved over the course of a month, and we would have moved on the days that Ryu had off, so they wouldn't have been able to take time off. Service versus product, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. It's over 22K now. What? I gotta tell you guys the tax on this stuff too. The taxes. When I say tax, I don't mean taxes like the tax I'm paying, but like other stuff, fees and stuff. 22,000. Yeah, wow, it is. Transaction fees. That's what I mean. Fees. $745 in transaction fees. That is nuts. That's a lot of transaction fees. Almost $1,000 just in fees. So at the rate it's going, $25,000 would probably be close to $1,000 in fees. So I'd see about 24 of it. But that's still that's still a really good amount. And I have to go and I have to find out if that's going to be enough. But we got told to leave it open, so we're just going to leave it open. It's going to remain open. I'm going to do updates. I'm going to tell everyone, and then we're going to move from there. Do you guys want to see the video I created the other day? I've got a couple different versions of it. I hope this isn't monetized. Twitch might hate me though, because there's music on this. School's already started, Colleen. Kiddos are in school, so we're having to take them to and from school. So that's another thing that we were going to have to worry and calculate in and make sure school's covered. And then another thing is, when you're moving, you're often too tired to cook. But I've got a lot of food that we bought because of the plumbing issues. So, we would have just dealt with microwave meals effectively if I couldn't cook. Just watch the playlist. If you want to do something on the channel wise, if you guys just go and watch the playlist, go pick a playlist, go watch it. There's a podcast one that plays on YouTube Music. You can go watch that, and it can play in the background if you got YouTube Premium stuff. But yeah, they're doing that. All right, let's show this. Let's bring this up and show it then. Watch this. Look at that shark. Look at the baby shark. That's AI generated. I did not create that. I want to say that first of all. I did not create the AI generation. But I saw this. I saw it and I was like, what? And I immediately had a thought.
Are you telling me that you let Kevin
Oh.
McAllister swim with sharks? As in,
I forgot to share my sound. There we go. Sell the baby.
Are you telling me that you let Kevin McAllister swim with sharks? As in a great white? As a tiny baby?
YouTube.
What?
At least currently. We don't have everything set up
That-
on Twitch. We're not partners.
That actually explains so much. You know, when you said that Kevin swam with the sharks as a small child, I did not mean. You know, when you said that Kevin swam with the sharks as a child, I thought the cute little ones, you know? Not a great white! It explains so much!
I want to redo this.
I'm sorry. Kevin McAllister is so fucked up. And
I couldn't think of a non-curse word.
the fact it started so early is what boggles the mind. No, leaving him twice didn't help matters any.
But I like this take too.
What part of Kevin is a normal child?
So I like both, and what I would essentially do for that second one, it'd get cut right here, and I would insert this over here.
You know, when you said that Kevin swam with the sharks as a child.
So I'd put it either I could do it at the beginning, but it makes it a short, which is not a bad thing.
You know, when you said that Kevin swam with the sharks as a child.
Put it up in the corner.
I thought the cute little ones, you know? Not a great white! Not a great white!
So you see the thing, right? But I could redo that too. This is also made around the time, like this is made just a day or so ago. So I'm very much still processing and dealing with a lot of stuff right now. And in no way is Chris saying, hey, you need to make content. He understands what's going on, and like he just wants me to take care of my family and everything. Trying nefarious instead of the F-bomb. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. That's funny. Now you got that in my head. Oh, thank you. You should introduce Kevin to Shark Boy. I could do that, yeah. Oh, goodness. Off the beach with 2 shells and a jellyfish. Sorry about that, eh? Sorry about it. About a boot. Sorry about that, eh? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, eh? I've never been able to do a Canadian accent very well. Sorry about that. Sorry about. Sorry about. Sorry about that, eh? So yeah, you can do a Canadian accent if you just like look at the words differently. That's cool.
It would take a lot for me to miss Tomorrowland. This is one of my favorite places to be on the planet Earth, so thank you very much for allowing me to come and play music for you guys. But I'm going to be honest, there's one reason I came to Tomorrowland today, there's one reason that I came through all the bullshit to be here. Where are my babies? Where are my baby sharks at right now?
Mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark. Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark. Grandma shark, grandma shark, grandma shark. Baby shark, dip, 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 dip. Baby shark, dip, 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 dip. Baby shark, dip, 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 dip. Baby shark, dip, 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 dip,
Oh my goodness. Anyways, he's never a solution, so he's completely chaotic. It's supposed to be true neutral. Oh goodness, but yeah, the Baby Shark Rave remix is just something else. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love. I think the actual song that he shares just the do like there at that when it actually starts to drop. I had thought my sound so. But yeah, no, I dealt that a lot. So I think I need to remake the video.
You know, when you said that Kevin swam with the sharks as a child, I thought the cute.
What are the cute baby sharks called? They're like glop. Cookie cutter. I think it was like the cookie cutter. Then there's sharks. Yeah, I gotta get it set up. I gotta re-record it.
Little ones, you know? Not a
Shoulder hurts today. exercising is good for you, but it hurts so much. And I don't mean just like normal when you're disabled. Like, there's so many things on me that hurt right now, but it's also really good for me to work out and move my body. And it's just going to take a while. When I was doing physical therapy, it took years for me to get to where I am now. So. Yeah, that fits. Sorry about that. Sorry you booped it. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Okay. Is Mama asleep? If Mama's okay with it, then yeah. If your mother is okay with it, then yes. And I apologize. Do not want to go deep unless I have to. The deep voice carries the deep. What am I reaching over here for? Jack's device. Oh, that's one reason why I'm hurting. I keep forgetting to take my medicine. All right, what we're going to do, we've been live for about 2 hours. We're going to attempt to re-record this. Hello. I asked if you were still awake. He said yes. If you're trying to go to sleep, the answer is no. But if you're not trying to sleep, okay, then he can't go outside. Just let him know that. Yeah, just tell him no. The bias trying to pull a fast one. My cup needs to be washed. No, Cartman. Kevin is not going to respect your authority. If I say that line, you know I have to go, authority. No, Cartman. Kevin is not going to respect your authority. That's funny. This has actually happened, by the way. Not on our channel. Like I think there's like an official thing. Simpsons has done a lot. Yeah, I didn't know Mom was trying to sleep. Well, they're trying to, so don't bother them. And I need to record, so unfortunately I have to kick you back out again. And I forgot to take my medicine. I literally grabbed my medicine. Yeah. That's another thing I have to be careful about when I hop states. I use it for water when I have water in here. And then my kids will drink from it too. So we all use it upstairs. Like, do you want to get some ice water in that? All right.
No.
Okay, well, I'm kicking you out. When I go to record, I don't want distractions. I don't want anything. I get kicked out. This is like the tail end of it, though. We're almost done. We're wrapping up. As soon as I manage to get a good recording, then I just have to edit, and I'll probably just edit off stream today. I'm going to get at least a video done. Also, I've got all the voice work for the Deadpool video. I need to do that, but that requires a lot of effort, and I don't feel like doing that right now. This is the bandwidth I have. This is what's going to happen. But we're going to show it off. I can get my phone to work. Gotta check stuff. What's going on? Where did he send me that message? Levi to do. I guess we'll do a Stitch versus Predator. Okay. Josh, are you in the Discord? I don't have time to like copy and paste that and take a look at that. Still very much improv. I don't have a script for this one. When you said that Kevin swam with sharks, I was thinking like the cookie cutter shark or tiger shark or even the sandbar or Galapagos shark. Not a freaking great white! And as a baby? This explains so much. Oh, that might be why Jaws decided to go to Cape Cod. Kevin McAllister traumatized Jaws. Wait, he created it. Do you know what you did? Yes, Kevin is as messed up as they come. No, leaving him didn't help matters any. How in the hell is he a normal child? He sent two men that should honestly be 10 times over in their graves. They didn't have to go to the hospital. Oh my goodness. There is so many things I have to address here. And you need to be a better parent. Now, the question I have here is I'm going to do a little extra. You're right. You did go back for him. That's great and all. Me saying that you need to be a better parent just simply means you need to keep a better eye on your child. I understand how many you have. That one in particular is what I'm meaning. Like do a the next day they call back type of thing to add on to it. I like that take. Was that a one and done? I don't even need the little thing. The little thing is just fluff. Was that a one and done? Did we do a one and done? I haven't done a one and done in a while. No way.
You said swam with sharks. I was thinking like coming
Oh wow.
the same bar shark.
Okay. I want to highlight this and talk about this real quick.
So oh, that might be my jaw set. Okay, not you.
We'll talk about this in a minute. Thank you, by the way.
Yes. Yes, that's big stuff. That's the no. Is he a normal child? He's sick through mission. What is he? 10 times over in their brain. They didn't have hospital. There is so many things I have interest in. And you need to be a better parent.
I did a one and done. That's awesome. I like that. I'm talking to the mother. I'm talking to Kevin McAllister's mother. I have a skit. It's an old one. I don't know if it's on the channel or not. I have a skit. I think it's on mine, where I call Kevin, and it's basically trying to figure out if he's a villain or not, if he's going to be a villain. There's like a poll thing I did on TikTok. It's funny. I'll have to try to find it. But this one right here. So I've done Kevin McAllister in like a Lowe's, Home Depot, that kind of stuff before, fighting predators. So it's really hard to like justify doing it again. But I do think it would be funny. All the party members are multi-class marshals, so no spells. Or even if he had spells, even if he has spells, this is Kevin McAllister. Give him the meme version of Kevin McAllister. Give him prep time. That's what it boils down to. That would be a cool one to do, but I'd have to figure out. I think Kevin McAllister in D&D. Kevin as a D&D character. That's what we would have to figure out. Kevin as a D&D character. Yeah, it just showed up. Yes. And you're all welcome for that. Trickster Rogue. Yeah, I kind of feel like that would be. Maybe mixed with an artificer. I'd have to. And we'd have to like do the age. A bit of ranger. Yeah. Trickery domain cleric. There's not a limit to how much you multiclass, and the limit is the. No, he. I don't think he wouldn't have spells. He wouldn't be magical so much as the stuff that he works with is magical. So cleric probably wouldn't work. I have to look it up. I'll have to figure it out. I can probably create it. I think I can create it. So That's funny. That's a good one. Oh, oh. Well, as a hero, you should appreciate. No. Well, whether you're a hero or a villain, I think you would definitely appreciate the McAllister home defense system. From Kevin McAllister, exactly. Yes, it would require Kevin to go over there to view the. Hello? Damn it, not again. Yeah. Hey, Gru, it's Levi with Member Solutions. I wanted to bring up a home defense system for you. Yeah, we could totally upgrade your current one. It would require a specialist coming out there. Yes, what we call it the McAllister. Okay, hold on. Maybe. Hey, Tony! Yeah, it's Levi with Member Solutions. I was wondering if you'd be interested in the McAllister home defense. Of course. Hey, Batman. Would you be interested? Alfred? Well, I mean. Oh, he's there right now. I thought we agreed that Batman wasn't going to take Kevin in. I need to make some different phone calls. Oh, I'm gonna revisit that one. I don't know if I'm gonna do it as that. I don't know. I might do that one. I like that though. Victor would take it. Victor would totally take it. I think there's too much pause between that last bit with Tony. I have juice mixed with lemon and lime 7-Eleven refresher. I have soda on the other end. But because I don't have it on my desk, keep grabbing whichever one. I like that though. I might revisit that later. I'm really tired though. So is there any questions anyone has for me before like we do a wrap up? Yeah, we already did that effectively. When we do the Kevin compilation video, it's probably what it's going to be called, is the Kevin in the Multiverse. Similar to Stitch. Yes, alternate. I'm going to be on with Chris. We'll be chatting with you guys and kind of going from there. Absolutely, I'll be live tomorrow. How is my house? Jimmy, I did a full update on everywhere. If you want to look at the short, it's a super fast update, but plumbing's back. We have at least till the end of the month. I'm trying not to stress over, like, if we can't find a place by the end of the month, what the next month is going to be. Because I have no idea how things are going to go. And at any point in time, they could technically be like, hey, here's a 15-day notice. So they can still give me that because it's a month to month. But I'm trying to just do what I can, figure out what our plan of action is going to be, but everyone's exhausted. So. And thank you again, Roman. Would you say, would you sick Kevin to defend your kids against a home invasion? Would you see? What's the SAK? Oh, ask. Ask. Problems rearranging it. Ask. Would you ask Kevin to defend your kids against a home invasion? Hell yeah. I think I might have raised 2 Kevins. I'm kind of MacGyverish myself, and I've taught my kids how to do a lot of that. Hey, Raven. Raven. I'm going to throw something at you. Child, you should not be sleeping right now. Throw. Hey. You shouldn't be sleeping. Come here real quick. I love where it landed. And bring me my bottle, please. If you sleep too long now, you won't sleep tonight. I have no idea how long you've been asleep for, so that's not bad.
No.
A nap's pretty good. Take a nap, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm
Sleep.
not taking it.
So would I ask Kevin to defend my kids against the home invasion? I realize I've taught you guys quite a bit on how to MacGyver stuff. Would you, ants, come here? You just get close enough so they can hear you. Okay. I want to find out if you guys would do traps. I think my kids would probably just do traps. Yes, I've got the little patch fixed. It's taken a while. Thank you so much, Bunny. Do villains threaten their henchmen? Do villains use? That's a good one. Do Kevin basically using him as a boogeyman? I don't think I've done Kids Next Door versus Kevin yet. I think it would work, but I'd have to rewatch some of the episodes. It's one of those things where it's on the list of stuff to watch with my kiddos. And once I do, I'll probably do stuff. Levi Home Alone. He once I was done, he was allowed up here.
Okay, what's up?
So the two of you know how to MacGyver things, which is make things out of like random things.
Mhm.
Right? I've taught you guys well. If you guys had to defend yourself against a home invasion, you guys know to try to get out. What type of traps would you lay to buy yourself some time?
It's good enough for window.
I got one.
Don't
That's
we
really
have
good, huh?
like 2 guns down the house?
We do not have any guns in the house. We have BBs, BB guns.
Baby guns, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we
I
have
have
so many
I have
metal
other
things.
we have lots of metal things. I have lots of
Just
ways to defend.
Bong.
Yeah, but you're a kid. You're not going to cause a whole lot of damage. You gotta create a trap for them. I was telling them what kind of trap.
Don't we have a machete?
Yes, we do.
That machete.
Would you seriously like? You're gonna kill them. You're gonna
They
get
try to-
manslaughter.
They try to break in our house. It's only fair I have to
I
protect
created
myself.
Kevin's. Stand up and come over here.
I have to protect myself.
Stand up and come over here, please.
I'm using self-defense. That's it.
Your nickname's Kevin. Anytime you throw in Kevin McAllister into the mix, it becomes a meme, which means Vader and anyone else loses because it's a meme. Now, if you take regular MacGyver and toss him against somebody that he could handle, not a meme. Toss him against somebody he couldn't handle, meme. Same thing with Kevin, to be honest. Unknown, period, in general. Now I could do a Kevin versus MacGyver. That would be funny, and I think that would go well. And like realistically, that might work. But you got 3 meme characters versus anyone else, and the meme characters are usually going to win.
So many small toys. We also, I'm pretty sure, have a
That's it.
hot blowtorch.
Tarask,
There's
the meme version can you? Bunch of Legos on the floor. That's the point of self-defense. Yeah, alternate. I know.
I'll be honest, guy.
Multiple
We
killers.
have so many sharp toys.
We have lots of sharp everything. Thank you for being a member for 17 months. Hold on again. I want to do something. I want to say. Thank you for being a member for 17 months. Please try your call again. Oh, I would have to. I need the script in front of me. The number you are trying to reach has been disconnected. Please try your call again. The number you are trying to reach has been disconnected. Please try again later. That kind of stuff. Then we had a script for when calls were down, and we would do it like there's a couple of us that would do it so well that people would hang up on us. Had to not do it so well, we got in trouble. True. Yeah. Yep. Usually, yep. Kid has no mercy. 0. Makes you think. It's like, what is larger than Tarask?
Why don't you just blowtorch the fucking ground? There's flame plus blowtorch.
I might do a video on that one.
Daddy,
The old ones.
why don't I just sneak up behind a person, grab a hairspray, grab a blowtorch?
I'm ending the live. Hey, sweetie, I'm almost done with the live. What's up? I'll be right down. Just give me a minute. So I'm gonna call it here. I want to thank you guys. The animator that there was an animator who redid it. Andy Motion, not Andy Motion. He does a lot of animation for Minecraft stuff. It's really good. He reanimated the whole thing. It's really cool. Imagine Boeing if it just encumbered. Anyways, I really do have to go, guys. You guys have a good night. Have an Acme day. Have a free Acme day. As a product of the villain, have a free Acme day. As a product will be retroactively added to your account. Have a free Acme day. Bye now.